Hello everyone. I am going to be summarizing the case. So to start off, what is PMI and why do we use it? So postmortem interval, PMI, is an estimation where forensic experts determine a timeline of death for a deceased individual, usually when the body is found outside, exposed to nature and weather conditions. This is important because it will narrow down the list of missing persons, potentially linked to the remains found based on how long the remains have been in that particular place. Case summary. In 2008, skeletonized remains were found in a wooded area of Portugal. According to police, there had only been a record of one missing person in that area. The description of the reported person's clothing and clothes recovered with the remains matched. In addition, the autopsy further proved that this was the missing person, by confirming the two had the same sex, age, stature, and both walked with a limp. However, in order to be sure and close the case, additional PMI testing needed to be done. The estimate of PMI from botanical evidence. So two types of botanical material were present: mosses and vascular plants, which are shrubs. A sample of the moss was collected from the outer and inner lining of the clothes, as well as the proximal epiphysis of the right tibia. There's a picture on the slideshow if you want to go see where that is. The age of the specimens was estimated by counting the number of annual segments along the stems, which provided the minimum PMI of 3 years. Moss found on bone will only grow in the absence of organic material. Therefore, we must assume skeletonization before plant colonization. This means several months or a few years have to be added to the minimum PMI to account for complete decomposition of the remains. This is not incompatible with the postmortem period obtained from the analysis, and additional evidence suggests that a maximum limit for the PMI of 6 years may in fact be reasonable. Complete skeletonization occurs between 4 months and 3 years of observational data of known cases in Spain, and also suggests that complete skeletonization occurs within 3 years. Despite the uncertainty with the estimate obtained from the taphonomical change, the 3 years of moss and shrub root growth plus 3 years for complete skeletonization is consistent with the presumptive identity of the missing person. Summary. This case clearly shows how plant material can be used to help solve crimes. There was hardly any other information to go off of, other than there was one known missing person from years ago. This person lacked dental records, identification, or anything to put a name to their body. They were basically a Jane John Doe. Botany helped solve a missing person case, while it also solved a John Doe case before it could become one. And if you look on our slideshow, on the next page, I included 2 tables of how they calculated PMI for the minimum PMI and also the estimated PMI of 5 months to 6 years. Okay, that's the end of the presentation. Thank you for watching.